All right, guys. First off, I want to apologize. The last 3 or 4 weeks have been kind of crazy. In-law ended up in the hospital. 2 weeks running back and forth to the hospital, trying to help my daughter move, and then every waking moment for the last few weeks has been spent building a handicap ramp, sidewalk, redoing the kitchen floor, taking a tub out, putting in a handicap shower, and just the list goes on. So been a little bit busy, and but there was actually a little bit of time early one morning where I was able to sneak out. Didn't get any work done on the KX yet, which hopefully we'll get back to that soon. But I was able to sneak out and pick up something that I think is pretty special, and want your all's input on what we should do with it. All right, guys, so it is 2:30 on Friday morning, and we are headed to Columbus, Ohio. We've got a guy there that's got an 01 RM250 that we're going to go get. But because of schedule, mine and his, I had to pick it up before he went to work. So that's why we're headed out in the middle of the night. So can't wait to get there, see what she looks like, get it loaded up, get it home. Alright guys, so it's 5:30 in the morning. We just left picking the bike up. Got out here to a gas station where we can take a look at it. The seller said that the piston skirt broke, went down the bottom of the crank. So all in all, this bike looks to be in really good shape. We'll get it home and get it tore apart. But got a restyle kit on it. Plastics look pretty good. So said there wasn't any damage to the cylinder. It looks to be perfect from here. So we'll get her home and see what we got. I think this might be a great find for $800. We are out here near Mount Gilead, Ohio. Sun's just starting to come up. Head back to the house. Alright, so here's the basket case. Finally got it home. It's an 01 RM250. And it actually is in really good shape. Somebody has tried to take good care of this. I mean, it's an 01, so there's little things wrong, but nowhere near the amount of abuse and neglect and just beating the hell out of parts with sledgehammers. The rims look pretty nice. It's got black spokes. Not 100% if it's powder coat or paint yet. Updated plastics. Pro taper bars. And the brakes, and of course we don't know clutch, but the brakes all work. Bearings seem to have been taken pretty good care of. Carburetor, I'm sure, will need cleaned, but not horrible. Air filter, definitely replaced, clean the box, but all in all, she's in really good shape for an $800 dirt bike. Now the seller said that he was letting it idle in the front yard, getting ready to go for a ride, and it quit, and when he came back out to start it, it was locked up. So he tore the engine apart, piston skirt was broke, and had went under the crank, and he wasn't really sure about the damage. So let's dig in. We got us a nice seat, not cracked. Pipe. Actually, no dents. That's insane. Got a fuel tank that's not cracked. Some extra gaskets. Radiators are actually in decent shape. Fins aren't completely smashed. Oh, now the good stuff. So, broke the piston skirt. So obviously the piston caught. No cracks on that case. The piston caught one of the ports. So top of the head is not deformed, been welded. Boot does not appear to be split. And I don't know, I'm gonna have to get a flashlight on this. The reeds look pretty good. Power valve looks good. I'm not seeing any damage to this cylinder whatsoever. It looks perfect. Of course, we'll have to take a measurement on it. There's a very, very small nick right there on that port, on the intake port, but that's all I see. Some very, very minor scoring back here. So that is awesome. Let's see what else we got in the box. Let's see. Crankshaft has just a little bit of side to side. No up and down. You can see a piece of aluminum right here. And the bearings don't seem to want to turn. So we might have a piece of the piston lodged under there that's binding that up. But it did not, at least looking at it from the bottom, has not pushed through the cases. So hopefully, since it was idling, it just got caught in there. Because like I said, it did not tear the cylinder up. So hopefully we can split these cases, get the debris out, and have a pretty good motor here. The kickstart is there. Ignition cover, waterproof cover. Motor mounts. Head nuts, exhaust springs, kickstart mechanism. So we've done a pretty good job of trying to keep everything together. Oh, there's our piston. So that is a B piston right here. So we'll get a measurement on the cylinder, see what we need to go back with, but if he'd been running wide open when that happened, it would have probably pushed right through the bottom of the case and took a huge amount of material out of the cylinder. Head has very, very minor pitting in it. We'll probably clean that up. Shift rod, clutch basket. Clutches look decent. Vortex clutch basket. RM250. Clutch springs. So it looks like we've got all the parts here and a pretty decent frame. So for 800 bucks, I don't think that was a bad deal on this bike. And hopefully that bottom end checks out, and all we have to do is get the right size piston and she'll be back up and running. Now the question to you guys is, what should we do with it? Should we clean up the plastics, just rebuild it, get rid of it? Should we kind of go old school with it, since it's an 01? And look here, they've even got a hour meter on it. So somebody was trying to take care of this bike. Tires are still in decent shape. The only downside that I can see right now is we don't have a title for it, just a bill of sale. So I'm open to suggestions. What do you guys think we should do?